Is the stock market overvalued? This is the most important discussion you may be seeing all around the news channels, either an English channel or Hindi or Tamil news channel, anywhere. This might be the arguments which is going on because on one side stock market is going up, on another side you are hearing news that whether the stimulus will go on in US, UK, and in India, what is Indian government going to do? So there are so many questions which is surrounding around the Sensex, Nifty, and how much long it can go. So if this is a question which is in your mind, this is the video you should watch. Hi, hello, this is Ganesan, your millionaire coach and author of the book Money Leaks, and in today's video you will hear about whether the Sensex is overvalued and how to check that. And this session is all about moving yourself from bottom 95 to top 5% of the world, where you all will make your money to work for you. Are you ready for that? Yes. So stock market is a place where it will give you enough returns, enough opportunities to make enough returns, and it will also create big traps for you to lose money, and that too in a big way, not very small. Big trap which you will not be able to know, and you lose money in a big way, where you will regret after losing your money, right? If you doesn't want to lose your money in the next few quarters, next few months, and next 1 or 2 years, this is the place you should watch. This is a thing you should watch. And this value, this has been consistently high, and Warren Buffett uses some indicators, market to GDP ratio, and there are so many indicators which people watch, and based on one indicator market will look overvalued, and based on other indicator market will look very subdued, whether it will expand. But there are one indicator in Sensex, and you can apply this in Nifty also, which says whether it is overvalued. This is a common indicator because so many of you are new beginners who are investing in stock market, and you started in the last few months and maybe in the last few years riding the stock market wave. What I mean, from 14-15 stock market started its biggest second wave, and from 16-20,000 points it started moving up to, there was a sudden blip and it moved up to 42,000, and there is a biggest drop in March month, and again there is a biggest gain in the last 2-3 months. So if you have been moving along this, what is happening in the market, and should I go, should I do, what should I do, if this is what you have been thinking, and then this is the video you should watch, right? So what I mean by this thing is that, let me bring in a picture which will clearly explain what is happening in the stock market, and this is called Sensex PE ratio. I'm talking about Sensex PE ratio. First, let's understand about this graph, and this graph is available in BSE Sensex. Just Google it up, Sensex PE ratio today, and this data is from July 2003 to August 4 to 2020. So this long data is there, and what we are going to see is, just look at the 2008 timeline, and just look at the values on the left side. Right, on your left side, values from 10, 12.5 until 30, 32.5. If you look at the values, whenever it has moved beyond 22.5, it got corrected. And whenever it has moved above that point till 27.5 in 2008, it went up like a one-way rally up, and it went down like a one-way rally down, and that rally may be for 3 to 6 months. And after that, look at the drop. From that 27.5, it consistently went down to the Sensex PE when it was around 10. Why this is happening? Because of though it is for a very small time, just look at the valuation. Whenever it hit that point, it came down drastically, and this is happening because during 2008 and 9 market was not good, and market was global condition was not good. Even though Indian market was good, that is the only reason why market was able to come up, right? So I have been telling consistently about what is happening in current market. Market has been consistently during 2008 market, Indian condition was really good, economic condition in that sense. I'm saying GDP was growing, and every sales was growing up because IT boom was happening at that time, and that fueled the rally. And even though the market crashed down during 2008-9 because of US, it bounced back in India too between 2009 to 10. And because of global slowdown, we are not able to growing in the 2011 to 14 period. So let me show it again, right? Between 2010 to 14, if you see, there was a very slow growth because of the global condition, even though Indian market was improving economic wise, I'm saying. But look at during 14-15, when there was a change in government, the Sensex rallied. It moved beyond 20, and this is the timeline you should have stayed invested between 2012 to 14. If you have been able to identify stocks, look at the rally which happened at that time. And during 2016, again after touching 22.5, the stock crashed. The Sensex crashed by more than 20% in 2016, and after touching the point, it 15, it close to 16 17, and it again bounced back. And just look at the rally. It went up one way up to 25. Sensex PE on the left side, see the 25. In 2018 it was at that time, and from that time till now the market has been very volatile. It moves up, it goes down, it moves up, and it has been highly expensive right from 2020 Jan. From 2019 November December, automatically Sensex was overvalued above 27.5, and when it bounced back again to 27.5 without any data, without any sufficient backup, it crashed again. Look at the crash which happened in March, just because one negative news came in. And what it signifies is that if the market is undervalued, whenever you are investing between 15 to 12.5 or 10 to 15, it is called undervalued market. Whenever you invest at the time, just look at the rally it has been going on up to 20. It's like a one way rally within a period of 1 year. This is the kind of growth you should all capture it. And if there is a market has been going about 22.5 between 17 to 2021, market is really good, fairly valued. You can find stocks to invest at that time, and you can go play the rally. If it goes above 22.5, you should be cautious. You should be really cautious. Should you put your money in that space? Just look at it. 2008, it was about 22.5, and within a span of 6 to 12 months, market went up, it crashed down like anything. And the same happened in 2010 to 12. There was a rally beyond 22.5. Sensex PE value on the left side, there is a, and the y-axis there is a 22.5. When it moved up, whenever the Sensex is above 22.5, automatically it started crashing, at least by 10 to 15%. This is the valuation you should look up, and this is the valuation you can find by yourself in BSE Sensex PE. Just you go to BSE Sensex, Google BSE Sensex, will get this ratio. Whenever the ratio is above, it will go down. And if you look at right now, the market is at around 27, 26.58 something. It's almost like 26.5, which is like overvalued. And this is one ratio you can look at. So let me bring back the graph again. And from 2020, the market was highly valued. Just look at the drop. One negative news, one global negative news, it got crashed like anything. And again, market is going back to its peak, 27.5, just short of 27.5 previous peak. What will happen and look at the conditions. If the market was at its peak, it might go down, but right now we know that the bottom is weak, the basement is weak, the building is strong. Building looks strong, but the basement is weak. If the basement is weak, the fall is going to be huge. The one way up, one way down. That is what happened in March, and that might repeat again. But the problem is that so many people, so many of you like beginners, you have been trading, you have been investing, playing the rally, found the profit, and staying invested in the mutual funds or stock market. But the valuation, and without backing up by the real economy. In UK, in today's news, as per today news, unemployment has gone back to its 1940s. It's very old. It never occurred in the last maybe 10-20 years, or it went back. And bankruptcy companies, the number of companies which went bankrupt in US had hit back its 2010 level. 2010 is a place where after mortgage crisis, many people lost job, and many of them, the problem was really brewing, burning kind of. And right now that is the same kind of environment which is happening. And till now the Congress, the US government didn't have a problem, didn't make a point like they will give you $400 or $600. They say that stimulus will be reached, but till now the stimulus package is not yet finalized, and that will create a problem in stock market. Even if it is $400 per week or per year, per month, just look at how long they can do that. maybe for the next 2 or 3 months, and again there will be something coming up, and this is creating a huge asset bubble in stock market, in gold market, because it's like one way up, moving up. And now people are telling that in India and US that people are aware of how the stock market works, because stock market is not about algorithms, it's not about how the graph works, it's not about how the valuation is playing. Looking at the valuation you can come to a conclusion, but after that your mind will say that let me go on play this, because people are investing, liquidity is there, government cannot, because government people had said that we will do whatever it takes to safeguard the economy, US, UK, all the developed countries, which means printing money as long as possible, printing money like they will go keep on going. But again, it's the same people, if they say that they want to protect the people, they want to protect the economy, they will do something. And again, based on those speeches, people are investing in stock market. But just think of what will happen if there is any one news which will trigger the market, and you are getting caught in that, and you don't know what to do at that time. You will believe that something will happen, market will move up, and you may not get a chance to invest again, you may not get a chance to take your money out. And that is the point I'm just saying. Market is currently overvalued, Sensex wise and Nifty. And during these times, what will happen when the companies are really good, when the economy is good, expansion will happen in this place of earning expansion will happen. But right now, all the companies in the Sensex or Nifty are not going to have any earning expansion in the next 1 year. That is evident. All the banking, because that constitutes the biggest part in Sensex and Nifty. And after that, if you look at automobile, no expansion. If you look at all the consumer sentiment, that is also going down. If that is the case, just think of what might happen to the real Sensex in the future. And in India, if you look at, apart from Reliance and HDFC and ICICI Bank and a few companies, nothing is moving up. All these are the companies which is rallying the Sensex up. And if you look at US, only the technology companies are driving, which will create asset at one point of time. They can't keep going. Valuation is something going to be there, and if the stock is going to go up beyond a point, at one point it needs to bust. It will bust. So protect yourself. Just look at these calculations. Go to Sensex PE, verify that, and make sure you are safeguarded. Make sure you are having a seat belt, meaning you are taking your money safety, and then not fully being bull rally. They will say bullish on stock market. Bullish on stock market as well as bullish on gold. Please take careful measures, because next few months are going to be real tough. And when it comes to companies maintaining their profitability, maintaining their margins and every stuff, because that is the biggest challenge which is coming up for the Indian companies. Because a day before, I just saw news that in Bangalore, most of the shops are shut, because they are not able to gain people are not coming, and they are shut because they are not able to pay the rent. The real problem is brewing in the cities. Bangalore is the number one city which opened up fully. Just look at what might happen if other cities are following the suit, and what will happen if people will be able to. I just traveled around Chennai today, and most of the shops are shut. Most of the small eateries, hotels, which employs many people, they are shut. And the traffic is not that much. And if this is the case, just look at all the metropolitan cities, and Mumbai is not completely open. If everything gets open, and let's see what is happening in the real economy, and the situation looks scary. Why I'm saying all these scary things to you people? Because money is the next big thing which you are using and investing in stock market, and you should be really careful. And when you watch all the leading news channels, what they're going to say is that this is good. The real whatever the brownie points which is coming up, the PMI has increased, the manufacturing has increased. They are comparing with the last month's data, but the real data, the GST has gone down in the July compared to June, and even the state's GST has gone down. The central government has said that we are not having money to pay to the government, state governments, and these are being said by the central ministers. If this is the case, these are the indicators which you should be careful to note and careful to apply while investing. So if you have any doubts with respect to your investments or whatever you're done in your life till now, in the last couple of years, please go and watch it up, take a careful decision. Please make sure that you are evaluating your portfolio, evaluating your investments, because the next 2-3 years you should take care, because no one is going to come up. We are not like US, because they are printing money. In India we are not printing money. And what might happen if you are not having money? The emergency fund, generally we used to say for you should hold it for 3 to 6 months, but looking at the current condition, you should have it for 12 to 24 months. I'm not scaring you guys, but make sure you are having enough money in your hand, right? So because if you're employed, make sure your job is secured, and make sure you are learning something every now and then. If you're an entrepreneur, make sure you are joining a forum, you are having positive people who will make you to push to the next level, and you're not falling trapped to the current crisis and weep around saying that because of COVID I lost my business, I lost everything. Please make sure you are with good people, you are with positive energy people, and then make sure you are going to the next level. So please take a note of it. And today's topic is all about Sensex PE. Just look at the graph, go to Sensex PE, make sure you are verifying the market is currently overvalued, and apply. Earnings is not going to grow, and which means that if the crash happens, it's going to be huge. So kindly make note of this criteria, ratio, and take a decision. If you want any help on understanding your portfolio and how much your investment is going to grow in the future, please go and book your appointment here. It's quite simple. Please go and book your appointment and we can discuss about it. It's a free consultation I'm just giving to you guys, so that you're not falling trapped to all the investments or any kind of things whatever you're done in the last few years, and your financial future is secure. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button, and kindly share it with your friends so that they are even understanding about stock market, and please invite them to like our page, because every now and then I'm just posting videos about stock market, mutual funds, and eventually about unlimited wealth. Thank you so much for joining. Please share this video with your friends. If you please feel free to comment what you liked about the video, and kindly share this video with your friends. Thank you so much.